Hey, glad you're here. Where is here? Here is in Michigan on a business trip where I get to stay in this nice house. And oh my goodness, this doesn't have really anything to do with BookTube, but I just finished a tome of first round edits for one of my authors because I'm a publisher, and I'm like, so you will understand, seeing that and the many other books like it that I'm having to work through, why reading for me has been kind of sluggish. But anyway, I thought I would do a July haul and wrap up for you, except for, I'm on the road, so I don't have all of the books that I hauled. So I'm gonna put a picture here-ish of the books that I hauled this month. It's been a long month, let me tell you. One, Half Price Bookstore is my bane and was having crazy good sales. And when books are already half price and then they go on sale, I found, I was really wanting to actually show you, I'll have to show you later. I found the hardcover of The Hero of Ages, which is in the Mistborn trilogy, and I'm trying to collect all of Brandon Sanderson's hardcovers, so I was really excited about that. It's in really nice condition. Oh, I got Torch in the Night, which is the second book after Ember in the Ashes. I haven't actually read the series yet, but I've been really wanting to, and that was one of the books that was in beautiful condition and beautiful, and I love the original covers so much better than the new covers, so I want to get that. And I got that, and hopefully I will read it someday soon. And then I also got a bunch of books at Realm Makers, which is a writing conference for speculative fiction authors that I go to every year, and I actually have another vlog about it if you haven't seen it yet, which I don't know if I know how to do cards, but I might put a card up there for you. July was full of publishing and writers conference and some reading, and you're here for the reading. So what did I read in the month of July? Words. This is Fox by Nadine Brandis, who I haven't been able to geek out with you yet, but Nadine has a booktube. And it's amazing. She's amazing. She's super cute and bubbly and dorky, self-professed, and also super helpful. So if you're interested in how to get an agent or how to become a freelance editor or the difference between indie and traditional publishing, etc., she has videos for that. And this week she's doing a booktubeathon, so that will be exciting. And she just released this book on July 10th, and I read it, and I have tagged it full of wonderful things. So Fox is it's a historical fantasy retelling of the Gunpowder Plot with Guy Fawkes. So remember the 5th of November? That would be this, except for the main character in Fox is actually Thomas Fox, who is Guy Fawkes' son. And in this world and the fantastical elements that she brought to it, we have color magic. So everybody wears a mask so my mother would carve me a mask, or if you're a boy, your father would carve you a mask, and that mask would let you bond with color magic. Color magic is like, if something is red, I can influence it. If I'm bonded to gray, I can influence things that are gray, etc. So there are really some interesting things that can happen there. Thomas chases after his father to get his mask and becomes embroiled in the infamous Gunpowder Plot. And in the meantime, he meets a wonderful character named Emma, who is full of secrets and epicness, and everybody wants to be like Emma. Emma is the best. We love Emma. Anything else I should say about this? This book came the closest I think about any book has to making me cry. I never just shed tears when I read, but I will get tears in my eyes and I'll feel the need to cry. I just for some reason don't actually shed the tears when I'm reading. This book did it to me, and I realized reading through this book that the thing that makes me want to shed tears isn't usually like the tear-jerking moments, although those do give me all the feels, but it's when there is a fundamental truth that everybody should know, just as humans, and just as when there is a life-changing truth that somebody speaks out or embraces or let's change them for the better, and all of the relational joy that comes with it, or the understanding of who they are or who someone else is, or what have you, this is something that Brandon Sanderson does so well, which is why I'm always like, blah, Brandon Sanderson. Well, there were just many moments in here where I just said huzzah, and I just was so proud of Nadine and what she was doing and how she was weaving such good messages into a book. And it's not like it's a message-driven book. This is a very fun, good plot, historical, magic-y book. But okay, I know most people say they read for escapism. If you've been with me since the beginning, you'll remember that I said I don't read for escapism only. Of course I want to escape into another world, but I read because story has the power to affect change, and this does it in a good way. That's what I'll say about this. Obviously, 5 stars. Love it. And in the back of this book, we learn she has an announcement for the next book that she is writing, which is Romanov, which is an Anastasia retelling. She's doing the same historical fantasy type thing she did for Guy Fawkes, but with Anastasia, and I'm so excited. I also accidentally, it wasn't on my plan of things to read, but I ended up picking it up and then continuing. Shadow and Bone. I have been meaning to read the Grisha series for so long, and I started it on audiobook because that's how I get things done when they're not actually on my top of the list things to do. And then I like to keep track of where I am in the book because anything I can do to ground myself on the book I like to do. And after listening to it a bit on the audiobook, I went to go find where I was in the book, and then I started reading, and then I just kept reading. And then I just kept reading until I finished it. Hey! So I read this. I liked it. It's about a girl named Alina who is she's a map maker in the army, and it's a very Russian type fantasy setting. It is discovered that she has magic, and so she gets taken away to learn her magic, and there's the Darkling, who is kind of like the king of the magicians. And we don't know, is he good? Is he bad? Is he scary? Is she in love with him? There's all that going on. And then of course she has her childhood best friend who was established beforehand that she definitely developed a crush on him, and so there's kind of a love triangle type thing happening there. And I feel like the story itself is very simple, the magic is very simple, but the ideas, it's really well written, and the ideas that it presents are the kinds of big good versus evil, and light versus dark, and those big dramatic things that we as readers tend to latch on, or as humans tend to latch on to that sort of storyline. So I think that's where this story is winning. I would probably give it a 4 or 4.5 stars because I really did enjoy it, and it was really well written. It wasn't like the kind of book where I was like, oh my goodness, everybody needs to read this. I was just like, hey, this was a fun book. So yeah. And then the third book that I read this month was The Bird and the Blade by Megan Bannon. I just finished filming my Once Upon a Book Club box unboxing, so I guess spoilers, was in that box. I think someone just pulled up. I will finish this momentarily. Alright, coming out to the back porch here because people came back home, and it's just, I hate filming in front of people. I was talking about The Bird and the Blade. Yes, that was really good. If you want more of my thoughts on that, definitely check out my unboxing of the Once Upon a Book Club box for June YA. If I can, again, I'll try to put a card up there if I've already uploaded it. So I think those are the 3 books that I read. Books that I'm in the midst of. I was listening to The City of Bones. Nah. I never would have picked it up except for all of the hype around it, and I don't know, we'll see if the ending wows me enough to continue with the series. I wanted to know what was up because there's so much hype, and again, I'm listening to it on audiobook. Do you hear the train? Okay, again, I'm listening to it on audiobook, and audiobook always brings things down like a notch for me, but on the other hand, I don't usually listen to it on audiobook unless I am already expecting it to kind of be a notch down for me, so nah. It's okay. I'm also, I keep sneaking into A Darker Shade of Magic. I got a free download from Tor on ebook, and I hate reading ebook, and so I'm like, I don't want to just like sit down and read this on ebook. I want to actually get the hardcover and read it that way. But it's so good. I keep sneaking on my ebook, so I'm slowly but surely reading that. I just started The Hazelwood, and I'm gonna continue reading that for the month of August. And I don't think Mary Weber has said what her August book for our club is gonna be yet, but I'll read that one. And what is that noise? Something just started growling right under the camera. I don't know if you could hear it. Okay, it's not actually growling, it's like the house making a sound. But like right there. Okay. What else do I want to talk about? I didn't really intend to do an August TBR for this, but since I'm crazy on the road, I have several book projects I have to get done for my work. And if you saw my Realm Makers vlog, you will know that I have an agent and an editor both interested in the novel that I'm working on, so I really need to put some time into that to make sure it's polished enough to be readable by these people who want me to send it to them. Ah, yay! Regardless of how the whole agent thing works out, if I get it, awesome. If I get him, awesome. And if not, this is still really helpful in my progress on my book and encouraging me to continue. So that's exciting. Also, I left the camera on this whole time. Okay, oh my goodness. This is the day this is why I don't get videos done, because everybody always needs, a piece of me. But meanwhile, my hiking boots just came in, which had been lost. They got misdelivered to a different house, but hey, I met a new neighbor that way, so, because this is not my house, but it's a house that I frequent on my business travels. Anyway, I need to finish this vlog. I'm sorry this has been so scatterbrained. Welcome to my life. And yep, please tell me in the comments, what was your favorite book that you hauled and or read in July? For me, it has to be Fox. Fox was just the highlight of my reading of July. Yes. And I'm really excited to... Oh, I think I know what I was talking about when I left. I'm running a bookstore in August, for like 10 days in August, where I get to stock a bunch of the fiction. Yes, I have to tailor my selections to the people that I am selling to, but I also get to pick some ones that I want, and you know, I get them at cost and all of that. So I will definitely have a haul for you at the end of August. And then in September, I'm going to Ireland. Oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna scream about that in every vlog. I apologize, but anyway, okay, I think I have said enough. Welcome to my life. This was July wrap up and haul and updates and all that. So yeah, ciao for now.
You see me, you see me, you see me, now you don't, now you see me.
Okay, it's still really exposed. This is my brother, he is the best. Please don't kill me. He's the best even when he's killed.